So y'all really liked my last video, huh? I wasn't talking about nothing. But anyways, the sun that came up went down. We done spent $100 for the hotel room for the night. We're gonna be checking out tomorrow though. Check it out tomorrow. First off, before I start this video, if you are interested in sound for a semi truck, speakers, subwoofers, amplifiers, anything like that, I personally went over to Scar Audio. Okay, no, they didn't pay me to say this. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I personally went over to scaraudio.com and I purchased brand new speakers for the flat top. My speakers are 4 inches. I only got two of them. I also got some for my car too. Now they have no Cyber Monday sale, which I think ends tonight, or it may continue on to tomorrow. I don't know, but I'm just telling you in case anybody out there want to order brand new speakers for their semi truck or car. But I mainly got mine for the semi truck. Moving along. Now, I was talking to my mentor about 2 months ago, and if y'all don't know who my mentor is, I got more than one, of course, but the one I was talking to 2 months ago was a very popular YouTuber back when I first got my CDL, and we was talking about engines. And I was just asking him, I said, hey man, what do you think? What do you think about the new engines versus the old engines? Now he's still pushing the old engine. He been pushing that same old engine since I got my CDL in his Peterbilt. And you know what he told me? He said, hey man, look, he's got, I think he said 1.5, 1.6 million miles on his engine. He said, look, the only way they're going to fail is if something catastrophic, some type of catastrophic event happens. That's the only way that the engine, transmission, differentials, that's the only way that something could go wrong with it. Okay, and he used, like I said, the word catastrophic to explain to me the only way basically for it to go wrong. So, I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, man, I remember exactly what he said, even though that conversation was 2 months ago. So I'm like, thinking about this transmission, I'm sitting over here like, yesterday, well, was it yesterday or the day before? Yeah, yesterday, I guess. I went to go get my oil changed in my engine, and I got the paperwork too. And like I said, the guy told me, who went underneath the truck, that he check out my fluids now. Keep in mind, he always check out my fluids. He go underneath the truck right there at Lube Center, and he said, hey man, you need 10 quarts of transmission oil. It's low. And I said, well, yeah, fill it up. Now, I didn't think nothing of it. 10 quarts. I didn't think nothing of it. I just, yeah, man, go and fill it up. Cool, no problem. Paid to be on left. I didn't ask no questions. So, I talked to Fleet Pride over here because I'm trying to figure out, where they finna get this transmission from to see if I want it. Fleet Pride is just a, what do you call it? A distributor. So they order it from Eaton Fuller directly from the manufacturer, and I just let y'all hear the conversation. I record the conversation, so I just let y'all hear what he said.
We don't have any in stock. We'd have to order them straight from Eaton Fuller.
Okay, you know what the shipping time would be?
So assuming they have one in stock, it'll probably be today's Thursday. It'll probably be either Tuesday or Wednesday. Just because of the weekend.
Right.
But if they have to build one, there's it takes them about 3 to 4 days to build one, and then the 3 to 4 days to get it here.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit over a week.
Okay, what's the total amount with taxes and freight?
Let's see. Well, returning the core, shipping, and taxes, you're looking at $43.04 and 39 cents.
43.04, 37?
39.
39. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so y'all heard the conversation. I had to pause this video, let y'all hear what he said. So basically, we're gonna order the transmission from Eaton Fuller, and if they got it in stock, they'll ship it right away. If they don't got it in stock, they'll just build it and still ship it we're looking at between 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, I'm going home tomorrow though. I'm not finna pay the hotel 1 to 2 weeks, and that's not what I'm finna do. Okay, but I'm gonna say 2 weeks. So that may be December 17th. I may not even come back out. To I may just be done for the year, to be honest. Just depending on how fast we get the transmission, but I don't know. At this point, it's gonna be the next week or the week after that, but it's not gonna be tomorrow. That's for sure. Not gonna be tomorrow. Now, I I called Eaton Fuller. Yeah, I called them because I'm trying to figure out, how many quarts of oil does a transmission hold? My particular transmission. Just wondering. They said, yeah, man, it holds 11 liters. 11 liters of oil. They told me the type of oil. I said, oh, okay, 11 liters. Cool. So, I asked them, hey, I'm getting the transmission. What's the warranty? Blah, blah, blah. They telling me, what the warranty is on that. Cool, no problem. So I go to Google and I just type in, liters to quarts because I'm trying to do some conversions. So 11 liters is pretty much 11 quarts of oil. We added 10 quarts yesterday, and it only holds 11. When we put the 10 quarts in, I took a load, delivered, came to the hotel room, got a call at like 1 in the morning to take another load, decided to take it. So on my second load, that's when the transmission blew, took out the PTO, and obviously the 10 quarts was all over the ground. So from the time we put the 10 quarts in to the time it blew, it clearly didn't leak out the transmission, until it blew. Once it blew, of course, we saw all the freaking oil was on the ground, all in the sand and all that. So we know the transmission was holding the oil. The question is, if we put 10 quarts in the transmission and it only holds 11, what happened to the oil that was in there? There was no oil in it, is what the problem was. Yeah, there was no oil in it. See, what actually happened, as my mentor told me once again, is in order for engine or transmission or differentials to fail, something catastrophic has to happen. And something catastrophic, obviously, it happened. Something catastrophic. What happened was the transmission had no oil, so it spun a bearing. It's just that simple. The Cummins engine that I blew up. If y'all were with me back in, what was it, that was 2018. That was 2017, that was Detroit. 2018, I remember, right before the engine blew, right before the engine blew, I was at the shop. I said, hey, man, yeah, this thing right here, man, it's got some knocking noise in here. In the engine, man, I'm constantly having to dump oil in here, man, like 4 gallons a freaking day or something like that, I believe. But we had the absolute shittiest mechanics of all time at W&W. Now, the owner does know he had the shittiest mechanics. He actually, when I went to him back in at the beginning of the year, he did apologize, and he fired all those mechanics since then, of course. And he got good mechanics now, but back then, they was the shittiest of the shittiest. Now, what made them shitty is the fact that they would do no work. None. No oil changes. You couldn't get no oil changes, no grease, no nothing. The only thing you could get was you could get your trailer lights fixed, and I think that was it, really. They weren't doing no type of servicing back then. So, the mechanic had told me when I told him, hey, man, yeah, man, it's knocking, man. Just, I think something going on up in there. Oh, man, don't worry, man. Go on, man. Don't even look, man. Just take it anyway. And Oh, I took it all right. Took it and got halfway up the road, crossed over to New Mexico, and boom, yeah, the engine threw a rod. Cost the owner two tow trucks. They had to tow her from New Mexico to the state line in Texas, and then another Texas record truck had to get it off the state line and take it on to back to the yard. And he needed a new engine, obviously, because the block was no good. So that's what happened with that situation. But back to my situation, like I said, something catastrophic has to happen. So 10 quarts of oil is missing from the transmission. Where on earth did 10 quarts go if it didn't leak out? Like I said, it didn't leak out. It just wasn't in there to begin with. So where did it go? Well, let's start rewind it back. Start rewind it back. Had a clutch installed, and obviously I had transmission work done. We changed out the slave cylinder valve in the transmission, as well as some other small stuff that go along with all this stuff. But the transmission had to be dropped, so I'm assuming, obviously, before we dropped the transmission, they drained the transmission oil, and they installed everything. They did everything correctly. They installed all the parts. The transmission worked. They were back at 100%. They obviously forgot to put 10 quarts of oil in the transmission. And well, I didn't know that. I did not know that. And I think the only way that I really could have known, I'm not sure about this. I believe some trucks like the FLD 132, they got more gauges in the truck. I don't know if there's like a transmission gauge in one of those trucks that would have told me like, hey, the red light on over here, you may want something going on with the transmission. Either the heat is too. I don't have no transmission gauges for my truck, but that's about the only thing that really could have gave me any type of warning that transmission didn't have any oil in it. So like I said, it don't matter. I mean, I don't know if adding the oil, if I just sped up the process, probably not. It was probably gonna blow with or without the oil. I'm pretty sure it was gonna blow because, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was gonna blow no matter what. So, like I said, something catastrophic happened, and you wanna know why I didn't make it to 1,000,000 miles? Some of you guys are saying oil field tearing the truck up. It ain't got nothing to do with the oil field. We could have been hauling reefer, drive-in. We could have been going down the street and back. We could have been going to McDonald's and back all day long. There was no oil in the transmission. It's just that simple. If you don't put oil in the transmission, it's gonna spun a barrel. If you don't put oil in the engine, it's gonna spun a barrel. You know, so unfortunately, that's just what happened. Now, since I'm learning about transmissions now, I'm learning when to service them, the mile range. Eaton recommends 12,000 miles. Check for leaks and check the sight glass on the back of the transmission. So I'll be doing that from now on. And other than that, we did not order the transmission today, but obviously we know where to get it from. Mechanics are still dropping the transmission. Fleet Pride, they charge $7,000 for the transmission. In order to get it for $3,700, you gotta bring the core back. So my mechanics gotta drop the transmission, and then we gotta take the core over there, and then we can order it for that price of $3,700. And then with tax, it's like $4,200. So they're still working on dropping the transmission. So other than that, what else do I want to tell y'all, man? What else? As far as the PTO go, I just need the model number. I see it right here on Fleet Pride. It's about $800, so that's no problem. The Chelsea PTO unit, about $800. Same one. I think it's the same one I got. Let me show you right quick. Let me flip this camera. Oh, did I click off the website? I did click off the website, but I can pop it right back up though. Log into my Fleet Pride account. Let's see. Oh, there it is. PTO. Pause PTO. So yeah, the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't want you guys thinking that if you get this older truck that things got. Hey, this could have been a brand new truck. Okay, could have been a brand new truck. If you don't put oil in it, you gonna get the same result. And by the way, the whole entire transmission is not blown. It's just certain gears. It's not the whole thing. You know, the reason why it's not the whole transmission is because at the time, only the PTO, and I don't know how it's connected, but only those gears was the ones that was rotating. I didn't have the trucking gear, so the whole entire transmission wasn't, spinning. So, okay, I got the PTOs right here. I'll show you guys what we're looking at. They got two of them. Let me show you. So I need a model number, but I know it looks something like this. So the price, $808. Yeah, $808. That's using my Fleet Pride account too. The regular price $1264, and then you got the Maurice PTO or Mancia, however you pronounce it. But like I said, I need the model number because I don't know. But the blue one is 437, which I don't have. I got a red one. Damn, I damn seen this fucking with my damn voice. Let's see. It looks like they only got one to begin with. Yeah, they only got one, the red one. So I think this right here is it for $808, but I won't know until I ask for the part number. Okay, so we got that out the way. So, like I said, we're getting a new transmission, new PTO. The transmission should come with a 3-year. I think it's 3 year. I don't know if it's unlimited mile warranty or 350,000 mile warranty. It's not gonna matter because, god damn, it's damn, god damn. Where's the damn? See, I ain't got no drink around this girl. It's not gonna matter if you don't put oil in the transmission. They ain't gonna goddamn take the warranty no way. So I'm just saying. Other than that, I guess that's the investigation for the day. I don't know what else to tell you right now. Now remember, now if you want those speakers, now I'm trying to tell you, they ain't pay me for all this, but if you want those speakers, scaraudio.com. That's SKAR audio.com. Now go over there and let them know Andrew sent you.
Who just hurt? You?
Yeah.
What happened now?
I don't even know what the problem is. I don't even know. I don't know.
What is doing?
So just leaking oil. A little bit of an oil leak. I don't know.
That oil leak is been there. Remember? It's not the same.
Huh?
It's not the same truck that we took over there. They want to send you back to the shop?
Yeah, it's the same truck. Oh, you the mechanic?
Yeah.
Yeah, same truck.
We drove it over there.
Yeah, I broke down every other week. I don't think it's the same issue, though. I don't know. You got to take a look at it. You know, I ain't no mechanic. I ain't that good at it.
11. It's pouring oil. This ain't no leak.
No, it's
pouring oil.
It's a little bit. It's just tiny leak.
Left a trail all the way around. That's not good, man.
I don't know where the leak coming from.
Leak?
Yeah, we're going to let you take a look at it. You tell us.
All right, so what I have here is unreleased footage. This was back in 2017. I was driving a 387 Pete with a Cummins IX, about 700,000 miles on the engine. And well, this is my experience when you don't do the rods and mains.
What is it?
Bottle.
Remember that noise that you had before?
Yeah.
I keep telling them. It's fucking the connecting rod. And cracked the head.
That's what I
It
told
broke
you.
the head. Look it.
You said it broke the
Come here.
head?
Yeah,
Yep.
come here.
Do
Right
mine.
there.
I can't see.
The rocket rod.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, is it bad?
Oh, you're a record,
Let me
dog.
see.
You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't go nowhere.
It's cracked, bro.
It's a big hole through there.
It's a hole?
You ain't climb under, man.
Right there. Right there. That's what it is. You want me to take a picture?
Yeah, I see it.